Good evening, Patriots. Welcome back to Mason Cable News. I'm Alexis Whitted.
And I'm Kirsten Robinson.
And learning more about the LGBTQ plus community, or are you seeking to become more involved in local politics? If so, join LGBTQ Resources in University Life as they host guest speaker Danica Rome, the first openly transgender woman in the state legislature. The event is free to Mason students, staff, and the general public. Rome will speak about her experiences from a life in journalism to politics at the GMU SciTech campus from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Verizon Theater. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind opportunity to celebrate Women's History Month and LGBTQ Pride Week here at Mason.
The Mason Model World Health Organization is hosting Battle of the Brains on Friday, March 30th. Battle of the Brains is a collaboration between the high-achieving student population and respective academic organizations. Attendees will have the opportunity to network, exchange ideas, and display sportsmanship. This is a perfect opportunity to bring together students who may otherwise have never crossed paths. The event will take place in the Johnson Center Room B from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Enjoy a new edition of Freshman's Corner with Brianna Sharp. This week's episode is all about the spring season.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's segment of Freshman's Corner. I'm your host, Brianna Sharp, coming to you from the JC. I hope you guys are staying very warm in this very cold weather. Today, I decided to ask freshmen what their favorite season was, what was their favorite activity to do in the springtime, and would you rather have seasons last for a week or for a whole year, okay?
My favorite season would definitely have to be, I want to say winter, because I like the cold, because that's when you get the best sleep, so that's definitely.
Favorite season's winter all the way.
Summer, because there's no school and I love going to the beach.
I guess my favorite season would have to be summer.
I think my favorite activity would definitely have to be maybe going to the beach or like going outside, just chilling, like feeling that wind is nice.
Just to like sit outside and study by the cherry blossoms.
Favorite thing to do in the spring? I like to kind of relax in the sun a little bit, just getting some of that sun rays.
I really like going to baseball games. I'm a big Nats fan, so.
I like anything outside. I like going hiking in the spring because it's like not too hot.
Definitely last a week. I feel like you'll get tired of seeing the same things every summer, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be summer year round. Like who wants to be in the heat year round?
I think an entire year because I like spring and summer, so I'd want them to last an entire year.
I like the full year. Just getting different months, just throughout having different seasons.
Probably a whole year because if it was a whole week, like you'd have to change your wardrobe out so much.
So I decided to ask freshmen if they could guess how many straws were in this cup, and the correct answer is 36. And if they get it right, they get a free toothbrush. Woo! Broke college students.
How many straws do I think is in that cup?
Yeah.
Can I say 57?
57?
Yeah.
No.
How many's in there? 36. I tried.
I'm going to say maybe 37?
30.
23?
27.
38.
36.
Ooh, I win.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this week's segment of Freshman's Corner. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow my social media down below, and have a wonderful day.
Mason Dreamers Dream Week will take place from April 2nd through the 8th with a variety of events throughout the week. The week will kick off on Monday, April 2nd with a kiosk in the Johnson Center from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. where you can ask them any questions about the Mason Dreamers community and get a free donut. On Tuesday, there will be a film screening in the hub of the documentary Undocumented by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Jose Antonio Vargas from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. On Wednesday, there will be an event called Speaker of the House, which follows a series of pop-up speeches that show the intersectionality of immigration with other social justice issues of today. This will be in the Sub 1 Quad from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. On Thursday, Engage the Dream will take place in Johnson Room G from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., serving as a space for people to learn, share, and engage in the current state of immigration as a community. The week will end with the third annual Original Dreamers Dinner from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. in Dewberry Hall. The evening is dedicated to honoring and celebrating the original dreamers with food and inspiring stories. Registration is required. We hope to see you all in support of Mason Dreamers.
Mason students volunteered in the Paralympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea, as a part of Mason's inaugural Olympic Study Abroad program. Students in the program attended an intensive 6-week study abroad course with 3 weeks of classes in Mason's South Korea campus and 2 weeks of volunteering at the Paralympics. After 2 days of training, the students were assigned on-site positions at the Media Center, Photo Services, Information Desk, and Broadcasting Support. Students left with a better understanding of Olympic caliber events after having assisted at practices, practice games, and broadcasting the games worldwide. The program is the brainchild of Seong-won Lee, an associate professor of hospitality, tourism, and events management in Mason's College of Education and Human Development. Lee hopes to be able to provide similar programs for Mason students at the upcoming 2020 Tokyo Summer Games and the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games.
The Master of Public Administration Spring Gala is right around the corner. The MPA Leadership Council is hosting an end-of-the-year dinner for the MPA students and faculty. This event is free for all students and Shar School faculty. President of American Society for Public Administration, Judy England Joseph, will be there as a guest speaker. The gala will be taking place Friday, March 30th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located at the Multi-Purpose Room in Founders Hall on the Arlington campus, join MPA for a great evening and open buffet. And now, students, don't forget that this week is election week here on campus. Mason Cable News reporter Andrea Lugo has more information.
Hello, Patriots! This week is election week for the student government for the 2018-2019 school year. Voting is on both Student Senate and Student Body President and Vice President. You can learn about the candidates and their platforms at the GMU 4th Estate website. Here are the tickets for President and Vice President, respectively. Becca Patine and Eric Trong, Patrick Grady and Amir Jones, Holden Spence and Char Darwesh, Benjamin Olsen and Sarah Babcock,
Michael Gracia and Andrew Nesterchuk.
You can vote today through Friday at getconnected.gmu.edu. Make sure to get out there and vote. This has been Andrea Lugo reporting from outside of the Student Government Office.
Holy Moly 2018 is here. Sponsored by the Indian Student Association, come out and celebrate the Hindu festival, Holi, within the Mason community. Holy Moly will take place at George Mason's President's Park from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, March 31st. Show up to celebrate the most colorful day of the year with free pizza, free sunglasses, and free colored powder to throw at your friends. Make sure to get in the spirit and wear white. This event is open to the general public. Anyone under 18 needs a parent and legal guardian to sign their waiver at the event. Gear up for a colorful Saturday in President's Park with ISA. And now, enjoy more entertainment news from Rosemary Adisi on this week's segment of On the Couch.
Hey Patriots, I'm your host Rosemary DC and welcome to On the Couch. I love bringing you the latest Hollywood gossip, so without further ado, let me fill you in on what's been going on. After dating since 2015, one of Hollywood's most photogenic couples have split. Ex-One Direction member Zayn and model Gigi Hadid have called it quits. I was really rooting for them, not gonna lie, I thought this relationship was gonna be permanent, like the tattoo of Gigi's eyes that Zayn has on his chest. Yikes. According to Insider, the separation was due to conflicting work schedules and pressures which caused them to drift apart. After the split, Gigi and Zayn both released pretty thoughtful statements on their Twitters, confirming their split and letting fans know that they will remain friends. Gigi posted this statement saying that she is forever grateful for the love, time, and life lessons she shared with Zayn, and then she went on to say that she would continue to support him as a friend. Zayn's statement was just as sentimental as Gigi's, as he mentioned the huge amount of respect he has for Gigi as a woman and as a friend. From these statements, you would think things ended nicely and that the couple would actually remain friends, but I think something else is going on here. Like, did you see Zayn's vulgar Instagram post right before the news broke? He posted this selfie with the caption, "When life throws you lemons, catch them so they don't hit you in the face." Then he unfollowed Gigi and her whole family on Instagram. I'm talking her mom, dad, sister, and brother, who were all still following him. That looks a little fishy to me, and I don't know about you, but I'm not buying the whole friendship thing. I'll be on the lookout for any more news regarding the two. You know who else will be on the lookout? Gigi's eyes that are still inked on Zayn's chest. On to our next story of the day, yet another breakup, but this time it's not a couple. One of the music industry's hottest girl groups, Fifth Harmony, has announced that they will be going on an indefinite hiatus in order to pursue solo projects. I honestly don't know if I should be excited or heartbroken about this. On March 19th, the members of Fifth Harmony took fans by surprise when they announced on social media that they would be going on a hiatus. The group wrote a statement saying, reflecting on the past 6 years since we started on X Factor, we've realized just how far we've come and we've appreciated everything so much more now than ever. We've really had one hell of a memorable journey together and can't begin to express our gratitude to y'all for coming along with us on this wild ride. Fans are definitely going to miss this group, but hey, there's going to be a ton of new music coming out, so that's exciting. Since Camila Cabello left the group in 2016, she's been doing pretty good in the music industry and has had a couple of hit songs, so maybe these women will find just as much success in their solo endeavors. For our last story of the day, did anyone see Kim Kardashian's Photoshop fail on Instagram? The other day, Kim posted this picture on her Instagram of her walking in a parking lot. Fans quickly noticed that something didn't look right in the background of that photo. If you focus on the car behind her, you'll see that it looks smushed together. Instantly, comments started rolling in about Kim editing her photos and how much of a fail this was. Kim ended up turning off the comments to the photo and later on made a post on her website to explain the picture. According to Kim, the picture was actually posted by a fan first. On her website, she stated, "I'm seeing online and on news media outlets that I suffered a Photoshop fail. So ridiculous. I posted a picture on Instagram that a fan had already posted. I only added a filter to it. It looks like the fan mirrored the picture, which is the reason the car looks like that. So this is actually really funny to me." I don't know about this one. Maybe a fan did actually post this photo first, or maybe Kim is just trying to cover up for her bad editing skills. Well, that's all in celebrity news for this week. Patriots, be sure to follow me on my social media at Rosemary DC. Thank you so much for tuning into On the Couch. Once again, I'm your host, Rosemary DC, and I will see you next week.
The Schar School of Policy and Government has announced the appointment of former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe as a distinguished visiting professor. He will be a guest lecturer in Schar School classes on national and international affairs with a primary focus on how workers can succeed in the increasingly global economy. McAuliffe served as the Commonwealth's 72nd governor from 2014 to 2018 and as chair of the National Governors Association from 2016 to 2017. He was chair of Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign, chair of the Democratic National Committee from 2001 to 2005, as well as co-chair of President Bill Clinton's 1996 re-election campaign. Congratulations to former Governor McAuliffe.
The Patriot Activities Council is hosting their HIV and AIDS Awareness Fashion Show in the Center for the Arts on Friday, March 30th at 6:30 p.m. This year's theme follows Oblivion. The show will be geared towards bringing awareness to the symptoms of the disease and is meant to educate students about HIV and AIDS through fashion. A Mason student with valid ID in the Hub or at the Center for the Arts box office. Come out and support PAC for their 10th annual event.
Next, we have Valerie Preactor with the Sports Report.
Hello, Patriots. My name is Valerie Preactor, and here is this week's Sports Report. This past weekend, the men's baseball team swept their doubleheader against St. Bonaventure. Pitcher Brian Marconi threw 8 scoreless innings in the second game, and Logan Driscoll hit his second home run of the season on Sunday. Logan Driscoll went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored, which extended his hitting streak to 8 games. Marconi struck out a season high of 7 batters. With this 3-game sweep against the Bonnies, Mason has won 10 out of their last 11 games. The Patriots will be back on the field against the University of Richmond to play a 3-game series at home Friday through Sunday. On Sunday, the women's softball team lost to the University of Rhode Island in extra innings. Their starting pitcher, Becca Ansbro, threw 5 innings, only giving up 1 run. 8 out of the 9 players got hit by a pitch in that game. Adriana Erickson gave Ansbro some run support with a home run, which means she's the first Patriot this season to homer in back-to-back contests. At the top of the 6th, Haley Gordon took over the mound but couldn't keep the Rams from scoring as they tied up to score in the 7th inning. The game went into the 11th inning and the URI left Mason with a 6-4 extra innings win. The Lady Patriots will be back on the field at home this weekend against St. Louis University. The men's volleyball team beat the University of Charleston in 3 sets over the weekend. They are now 8-0 in the EIVA conference play. Hayden Wagner and Kyle Barnes both made 12 kills, which marked the 6th time they both have eclipsed double digits in the same match. This is the Patriots' 8th win in a row, which ties the 2003 team for the 2nd longest win streak in the program history. Head coach Jay Hosick said, 8-0 in conference play feels good, but we are long from our goals and have more work to do. The men will be back on the court at home in the RAC on Friday, April 6th. Mason's women's varsity 8+ rowing team placed 3rd in their heat last Saturday, which qualified them for the finals. They lost to Georgetown but beat Robert Morris by just 25 seconds. The varsity 4+ team finished 3rd in their heat, placing above Loyola. Head coach Ted Nagorson said today was a strong day of racing in tough conditions. Anytime you go down the race course, it takes a lot out of you. He also said he was looking forward to having a few weeks free of races so the team can reset and breathe a little before focusing on their next races, which are April 6th and 7th at George Washington. That's all for this week's Sports Report. Reporting for Mason Cable News, I'm Valerie Preactor.
This past Friday, March 23rd, students rallied at North Plaza to commemorate the victims fallen to gun violence, particularly ignited by the 17 individuals who lost their lives in Parkland, Florida just last month. Michael Aberhart, news editor of the GMU Fourth Estate, reported that Evan Baines and Jamie Thomas spearheaded the movement on campus. Roosevelt at Mason, GMU Power, GMU Democrats, Transparent GMU, and much more took part in Friday's rally. On Saturday, March 24th, Washington, D.C. was packed with a crowd of an estimated 800,000 people. Speakers from the march included students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, such as Emma Gonzalez, Edna Chavez of South Los Angeles, Naomi Wilder of Alexandria, Virginia, as well as Yolanda King, granddaughter of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., who shared a dream of her own. Quote, "I have a dream that enough is enough, that this should be a gun-free world, period." Did you guys attend the march or watch it on TV? And what do you think about this movement?
I did not personally attend the march. I had plans going on that day, but I did go to the concert the night before in D.C., the Stay Amped concert to prevent gun violence, and that was just an amazing experience. I was standing in the crowd, and there were Stoneman Douglas students standing directly next to me. Their friends were up on stage, and they were cheering for them and supporting them while they were talking and advocating for gun control, and it was just a really overwhelming experience to be able to witness right here, in DC.
Absolutely.
I wasn't there, but a bunch of my friends went, and it was really cool for them to see the celebrities come out. I think that really helped the students as well, Miley Cyrus. I mean, these are huge names. Demi Lovato. I mean, they were crazy that they were there, and they were all for being against gun violence and just showing that they cared too. And all around the world, they had in Los Angeles as well. It's really empowering to the students.
Absolutely. I actually went to the march, and it was really emotionally overwhelming for me, everybody being there and just feeling so empowered and so connected. And I think the one thing that really touched me was Emma Gonzalez's speech, in which from the time she stepped out on stage to the time she left, it was 6 minutes and 20 seconds, which was the time the shooting took. So that was really, really impactful for a lot of people. Yeah, it was a crazy experience.
Absolutely.
I have chills right now just thinking about it. Thank you for tuning in this evening, Patriots. You can keep up to date with news on and off campus if you follow us on Instagram at MCN on TV, on Twitter and Facebook at Mason Cable News, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network. My name is Kirsten Robinson.
I'm Valerie Preactor.
And I'm Alexis Whitted.
We'll see you back next week. Have a great evening.